Right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Welcome to episode 8 of our Elm Creek Oats and Goats gameplay series. I'm the Ultra Farmer. I'm sitting on Millie right now. We're just going to go out for some riding, try and get her riding up to 100% for the day. I've got a couple workers going. I have one worker that's working on a big cultivating contract for us, which is nice. We've got a couple other things that we want to do this fall to get ready for winter. So that way in the springtime we can get all of this cover crop mulched, or I guess cultivated into the ground, and we can get our oat fields rocking again. And as always, we got to take care of the goats. So big episode today. Let's get right into it. Let's get into episode 8. So yeah, first things first, I've just been kind of going through getting the horses all rode or ridden. Is that the correct term? I'm not too sure. But getting all the riding done for the horses, and then we got to clean them off. It's the same routine that I do kind of all the time. I have a worker out on one of the kind of bigger fields towards the north side of our farm, just on the other side of the road there, kind of behind a lot of the restaurants and stuff like that. There's a bunch of big fields, and there was two cultivating contracts right side by side, and I got done a really big field. It's probably one of the bigger fields on this map, to be honest. And that one was worth 15 grand. I got that one done, and we have another one in there. I can't remember exactly how much. No, it's 8 grand. I'm pretty sure the one beside it was like 8,000 and change. So we'll have like another 23 grand just from those two contracts. There are maybe some newer contracts that have popped up, to be honest, since I started doing those. Kind of as time progresses, sometimes things change a little bit. So we'll definitely go in and check all of that out. As soon as we get back to the barn here, actually, let's turn the heads-up display on. I got everything sorted from last episode with the game crashing on us and stuff. What a nightmare, but we're back, good to go. All the fields, like I said, I got all the oilseed radish and stuff planted on those fields, rolled out, and we're just going to be waiting for the springtime so that we can plant our oats. I'm just getting back in here. Let's jump on in. Looks like we're missing a horse, ladies and gentlemen. We are missing a horse. Okay, let's get Millie brushed off here. We'll get Millie brushed off, and then we'll go check on that worker that's doing that field. We got to accept the money for the one contract. Oh, let's get this horse brushed as well. Groovy is like doing unreal. Groovy's value is almost at 20 grand, 19,000. That's unreal. We bought Groovy for 6,800 bucks. Really good value. Really good value. That's awesome. Okay, let's jump over, not to this tractor, but this one. Yeah, so the field right beside it over there. Sorry. I got this field done, cultivated, which is good to go. Let's jump back into this tractor, and we'll come in. Okay, so this one's complete. Yeah, this one I accidentally started. It was like a harvesting contract. I was clicking through these, and I accidentally like started it. Yeah, I don't know what the heck I was doing. So I canceled that one. It was like for harvesting like carrots or something. Does it say? Not that it matters at all, but we got this one completed. This one was 15 grand. Oh yeah, this one was almost 9 grand. That's right. I remember it was 8, but yeah, 9 grand. Okay, so that's awesome. Let's collect that right there. We still got that one that we can do, and let's just go back and check. Harvesting, no. There's a couple hoeing ones that we could do. This one's pretty close to the farm. I mean, we could go get that one done. Our one tractor is just sitting there doing not much, and this one is pretty close to the farm. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. That other tractor is sitting there doing nothing, and it's going to take a second to get that cultivating contract done. So let's spin around with this tractor. Go hook onto that hoeing unit. Since field 16 is close, we'll go bust that one out too, an extra 2,600 bucks. One thing that I'm going to buy this episode, or maybe, yeah, probably this episode, I'm going to buy another spreader for, like, because I have a fertilizer spreader, and then it also does lime, and we've just kind of been going back and forth between lime and the fertilizer, but I'm going to get one for each. Because they're like 3 grand, and I just haven't had time really to run up to the store and pick one up, but I'm going to get one for each, one that's just for lime and one that's just for fertilizer. Just so I don't got to switch back and forth. And yeah, I don't know why they're 3 grand. I should have went and got a different one like a long time ago, but yeah, not too sure. Not too sure. This field, the sunflower field, I don't know what's really happening with that. I'm hoping whoever has this field is going to harvest it or do something, because I really want to buy that field. What do we got going on here? Okay. There we go. Set this hoeing unit to get this field all dealt with. But yeah, I really want to buy that field, but I don't want to have to deal with the sunflowers, and I don't, like, this is perfect. Walter owns this. Well, hopefully Walt comes and gets this dealt with. Because yeah, I don't want to just buy it and cultivate this crop into the ground, but if that's what we got to do, then that's what we got to do. Because this will be the plot of land that we end up getting next. Let's go in and let's check and see if there's any goats that are good value. Good value for a good price. Okay, Sadie's $1,300. Pretty good stats though. 42 months old. Like, to me, this is like basically the same for almost like 3 times less the price. I don't know. Let's buy that one. What about the Rams? Kind of jams out there. Okay, so this Ram's $1,300. This one's 850. 850, 10 months old, pretty good stats. Let's buy this one. Whoa, we don't have that one selected. My bad. Okay. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. I'm also going to, since we got a little bit extra cash, because I still just want to pay off my parents, I'm going to send them another 5 grand. So now we're down to 25K that we owe the parents. Just writing that down. 25K. That's what we owe mom and dad. Not too bad. We paid off half of our loan to them. That's awesome. That's great. That's really great. Let's go check. Was there anything good on sale? No, not really. This is now even cheaper. Good lord. No, I'm still not going to get that. I still just want to wait and I just want to wait and get another field and stuff like that. We don't really need any other equipment. To be honest, like, we're set for equipment. Other than I'm going to get another spreader, just so I can leave it here and I have one for lime and one for fertilizer. Other than that, we're pretty much good to go. Riding and good. Yeah, like the horses are doing pretty good. Other than they glitch out every now and then, I just got to focus on saving the game a little bit more so that doesn't happen like last time. We had done so much work and then it was just gone in an instance. So, but what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to let these contracts kind of run out a little bit. At least get this one done. And same with the hoeing contract. We'll get that one done. We're getting close to, I don't know if there's going to be anything. Once November hits, the cultivating ones are kind of done. Maybe there might be some plowing ones that come through, but we're going to be kind of at the end of contracts, I think. I mean, we could go do this one, but that doesn't really matter. We get into the springtime and we got to get some more horses. Hopefully the offspring will come soon. I know I've been talking about this forever, but it just seems like it's been taking a really long time for the horses to reproduce. To be honest, it doesn't seem like it's worth it. Like, I don't think that we should focus on trying to get like stallions and mares in there so that they breed. I mean, unless this horse pops out and it's worth 4 grand, I don't really know if it's worth it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll get it all sorted and we'll see. So, yeah, I'll let this contracts get kind of complete and I'll bring you back maybe November, December, and just see if anything new has popped through. Okay, we are back in November. I brought you back in November rather than December because we were gifted with one more cultivating contract. So I'm just peeling over here to hook onto the cultivators. Actually, it's worth 11 grand, so I'm thinking we go do it, and it's pretty close to the farm. So why not go do it? And we don't really got anything else to do this winter, and I think we get an extra 11 grand that could definitely be used around here. So I want to put some fuel in this tractor just because why not? We're right here. Let's fuel this unit up, and then we will head on over to field 19. Yeah, I believe it's 19. Let's fold these up. Might be a bit easier. And I'm going to kind of do the same thing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go get this contract started. And I've just kind of popped through into November. It's still early in the morning here in the November month. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to get a worker started on this field and I'm going to go ride the horses and get them all set. And then we'll end up finishing the field together, I think. That's going to be my rough plan right now. It'll take a second to get the horses, get their riding all done on the horses, but not too bad. Look at this cornfield just itching to be harvested. Someone better not let this go to wither. I'll be upsetty spaghetti if someone lets that happen. Upsetty spaghetti. Okay, let's cut through. We should be able to cut through right here. Nice. Bushwhacking. Bushwhacking here in the Oats and Goats gameplay series. And here is field 19. This really won't take too terribly long to do. Let me get this unfolded. And I'm just going to get them to start with headlands. Maybe do... Can they do 4? I want to get the workers to do that just because they spin around less. You know, when I get them doing the headlands, they just kind of they point and shoot a little bit better. I've found. I don't know if that's. I think that'd be a good tip if you guys want your AI workers to do the fields a little bit quicker. I've kind of just been slowly testing this out just in the background as I think the trick is to start them on headlands and do as many headlands as they can. Kind of depending on your field. Like this is I would say kind of like a gradual field, if that makes sense, you know, so it's like less of them turning around. I'm not too sure. I don't know. This is just a theory. I have no hard evidence on this, but more headlands, less them doing their like 6 point turns at the end of each row when they do their up downs. That's kind of my thought process. So I don't know. Test it out on your own farms and let me know what you think. But I'm going to head over here and let's go take a look at the horses and just see how everybody's doing. I also want to run up to the store and get another spreader since we have another tractor sitting at the farm right now. Okay, let's take Millie's looking good. Opal's pregnant. There's always one that's glitched out. Like there's always one of these horses that are glitched out, and I'm just gonna save the game real quick because we've learned that if you don't, it can bite you. So let's kind of go do a lap around here and see what kind of value we can get Groovy up to. I like that I got this first person horse rider now. We're proper cowboys now. I don't think you can be a cowboy until you have a horse. Is that the rule? I think that'd be a pretty solid rule. You can't really be a cowboy unless you got a horse. And we have 4. So, you know, makes sense. 4 times a cowboy. Yeah, right. I would if I had to ride a horse in real life, which I've rode horses before, barely. Um it would be I can't imagine how people ride bulls like, and we've put on our company that I worked for, we put on a bull ride in like this hockey arena. All the ice was taken out and stuff back when I it was in Alberta a few years ago. Geez, it would have been like 8 years ago now that I'm thinking about it. But yeah, we put on this bull ride and a bunch of the bucking bulls came from down south. I think from Stavely High River area, if anyone's familiar with Alberta, but it's good farm country down there. And so they brought a bunch of bucking bulls up, and it was Alpha Bull. Alpha Bull was the promoter, and they put this bull ride on. And since I was a part of the company and stuff, we got to go up in behind the chutes and like see the bull riders get on the bulls, and like they were like right, like I was feet away from these bulls like going nuts in the chutes, and these guys just sitting on their back trying to get what is it, the flanks, it's the flank strap or something. I'm gonna get roasted if I'm totally wrong in the comments, so like you can go ahead and roast me on that. I'm pretty sure it's the flank straps they were out. Anyways, like these bulls were rank and freaking out, and like these guys were just riding these bulls, and I was like, this is crazy, actually crazy. But it was super cool to see. It was really cool to see, and it is insanely. Yeah, it would be so difficult to ride that thing for 8 seconds. I couldn't even imagine. So then you look at guys like JB Mooney, or is that what it is? JB Mooney? Anyways, JB was like, he's got to be the GOAT. And then he, the bull that bucked him off and broke his neck for the last time, retired him. He now takes care of that bull. He like talked to the owner of the bull, and he like, I don't know if he bought it off him or they gave him to JB, and it like lives on JB's farm. And he's like, yeah, this is where he'll live out the rest of his days. He retired me, like I'm gonna retire him, and just he just takes care of that bull for the rest of his life. I thought that was pretty cool because he truly loves it. But that guy is nuts. Absolutely nuts. I was listening to him talk about stories about riding bulls and like having his like arm like ripped out of the socket so bad that it was like basically just the skin was holding it on, and he was hung up on this bull. Like craziest stories. Guy is an absolute animal. JB, I'm pretty sure it's JB Mooney or Mahoney. Yeah, anyways. I like got stories to tell you guys, but I don't really have all the details. So then I'm just that guy who's just kind of like making up nonsense on the spot. But riding bulls. Back to the original point. We are not cowboys. We are not cowboys. That's the original point of all of this. But we do have some pretty good fake horses. Now, the goats are doing pretty good as well. I want to get back into the barn here. We're only going to be able to ride 3 of these horses. There's always one that's like glitched out. That's the only thing that's like kind of annoying, is that there's like always one horse missing from in here. Like for some reason we can't brush this one right now. It doesn't like, oh, we can't brush this one all of a sudden. This one like we can, but we can't. I don't know. What's up, Opal? How you doing? 81% reproduction, so a couple more months. I'm thinking, hey, how you doing? Yeah, good stuff. Good talk. All right, let's get out of here. Let's go over and check on our worker. Not too bad. Not too shabby. Oh, they are kind of missing a strip here, though. Like, what are we saying here, team? What are we saying? Okay, let's just check the goats again now that we're in November, and then we'll head over there, and I think we'll finish off that field, is what he thinks. Can we get any goats? That's a really good one. Okay, let's buy this one. Quiet Queen. I think we'll get that one right there. Yeah. How many goats do we have now? 46. Not bad. Not bad. 21,000 liters of food, so they're still doing good for food-wise. And let's go check into our storage facility here and see how much goat milk there is. 2,052 liters. Okay. Not too bad. Not 100, not super great if I'm being honest, but good enough. Good enough. Okay. Let's save the game. And we'll go check the used equipment. Nothing really. It's a decent set of cultivators. Definitely don't need that. Okay, what I want to do is I want to run up to the farm, or to the store, and we're going to get another fertilizer spreader / lime spreader, so that we got 2 of them, and we could just kind of have dedicated ones, one for fertilizer and one for lime, because we're always going back and forth. We're constantly tweaking either the pH or the nitrogen, and for like $3,000, it's going to be super worth it for us to just have one of each, and I don't have to worry about swapping anything out. Not that it's a super big deal, but what we also got to be on the lookout for is more of those golden apples, right? Like there's 106 of them kicking around this map. Oh, we were going to go up and do the corn maze in October. Maybe we'll do that at the end of this episode while it's still fall. We'll go up and do the corn maze and look around for some more golden apples, because they're $5,000 a pop. Yeah, I got to keep my eyes peeled. No way. We just found one sitting there. Okay, we gotta really be on the lookout for these things. Let's check over here real quick. Hide behind this dumpster or something like that. I didn't see how many more we had to get. There's still gotta be like 100. Oh, I just parked this tractor in the middle of the road. Sorry about that. There's one more right there. Seen it on this front step. Gotta crouch down. Just 104 more to go. Jeez, it's like $500,000 in golden apples if we can find all of them. It's just a weed eater. Okay. Okay, we gotta really be on the lookout for those, because that's like so funny. There's just one sitting on the steps. So one in the mailbox. Can we get in there? Alright, let's keep going. There's gotta be one more kicking around here. Actually, what we should do is we should just use the money that we get from that to pay back. Oh man, I'm just like a squirrel right now. Like just trying to look for next snack here. But yeah, I should use some of that money to pay back mom and dad. Actually, I'll use all of it right now. Let's go 10. Okay, remove that from my bank. So now we owe mom and dad 15. That's where we're at, right? 15. Okay, let's go in and talk to these folk and see if we can get us another spreader, which I know we can. We want to go down here to, did I miss it? Yep, right here, and I believe it's this one, and I believe we got it's probably going to be more, yeah, because we want to put the extension on. Is that yeah, that's the biggest one that they get. Design. We don't really need support wheels, do we? Okay, 3,900 bucks, so 4 grand. It'll still be worth it though. It really will. Get this, hook onto it. Okay, we gotta cruise on the way back too and see if we find any more of those collectibles. A 104 more to go. Like that's a bunch. There's got to be some on this right side, you know? I wonder if there's any like around our farm, like in the barn and stuff. I haven't even went and looked. Is that one? Yep. Not bad. Not bad. Do you think we could find all of them? I don't know. There's going to be one hidden in some weird spot. Well, we'll see how many we can get to. All right. Put in the comment section what you guys think, how many you think we'll find by the end of this series. By the time our finale series, it'll probably be around that 30 episode mark is usually what I do. And I'll try to be really on the lookout for these. And put in the comment section your guess as to how many you think we'll find by the end of it. Alright, I'm just back in the farm here. I'm going to kind of pull around. I'm going to park this one right by the lime. We just get this backed in here. I gotta kind of like clear out some of this brush at some point, I think. Right now that'll be fine, but what I want to do is I want to hook onto the fertilizer one because I got like a pallet of fertilizer sitting over there that I want to get out of the way. Not that it's really in the way, but I don't know. It's just bugging me that it's sitting there, to be honest. Oh. That should fill up. And then I'm going to kind of put this one on this side of it. And there we go. We've got 2 of these now, which is like super handy, to be honest. Because like swapping it back and forth was like a bit, I don't know. I'm just getting lazy in my old age, I think is what it is. I'm not too sure. Alright, let's spin this tractor around. And I'm just going to park it right here for right now. Shut it down, and we'll go grab our other tractor. Our cultivating contract is finally complete. So let's jump over here. Let's fire this unit up. We'll fold this. And, yeah. Let's head back. I mean, I gotta be on the lookout for lookout for those collectibles though. That's all I can think about. Well, no. Uh, I don't want to just be focused on them, but what I definitely want, I guarantee, I haven't checked, I guarantee there's one by like when we take the horses on like our ride kind of around the farm, you know, like our main little loop that we do there. I guarantee at the neighbor's place there's got to be one sitting on the porch or something that we just I rode by a bunch of times, had no idea. Like I know a lot of maps have collectibles, and I just didn't know that you like one, I didn't know you got money for them. I've got collectibles on other maps, and it was just like, oh, you got the collectible, cool. But I never remember getting money for it. Maybe you did, and I just didn't really notice it. That's probably what happened, if I'm being honest. Now, yeah, I know it's a little bit cheesy, but I just it's kind of just like a fun little side quest that we can get these golden little apples. There's like 103 more, I think. So yeah, I don't know. Put your guys' guesses in. Let me know what you think. Let me know what we like. We won't really set out on missions to do it, but every now and then I think we should. We'll take one of the horses out and we'll go for a ride and we'll just see if we can find a couple. I think it would kind of be fun if we could find them all. One thing I've noticed is that they're not in really weird places. Like they're in a place that you would like you'd be able to see. You know, they're not like in a garbage can or something. Maybe there are some in some really. Maybe I've only found the ones in like the quote unquote like I don't want to say easy, but like noticeable places. Danny, let's go check Danny's food bowl. Come on now. Yeah, go get your rations. Yeah, maybe there are some in like some really tricky spots. Hopefully not. Okay, let's back this in. I'm just gonna go check on the horses. I think I rode all the horses. There might be one that needs to be rode. Let's shut this down. Okay, let's go take a walk in here. Like I don't see. I walked through here that like I would have seen a collectible in here because like it's a noticeable thing. Well, is it noticeable though? I might have just been not paying attention. I don't think it's down low in like the oil change zone, but I'll go take a look. No, there doesn't seem to be nothing down here. Okay, I'll check the back porch and stuff to see if there's one sitting here. No, obviously not by the greenhouse because we would have seen that. Danny, do you see any apples around here, bud? Not one hidden in here. As a chew toy. What do you smell? Smell the apple. Get the apple. Where is it? Okay, well, good try. Let's go check the horses. Let's go see how everybody's doing. Oh, let's collect our contract. Okay, nice. We are at 126. Not too bad. You know what? I'm just gonna send the last money to my mom and dad. We're at 15K left. There we go. We paid off the debt to them. We're free and clear of debts as of right now. We just gotta try to quit spending money. Doubt it. Okay, let's go check the horses. Okay, so how's Penelope doing? Penelope has been ridden. Fitness is at 100%. Cleanliness is 100%. Fitness is at 85. Cleanliness is at 5. What's going on here? Groovy. Let's give you a brush. Look at Groovy's value. We bought this horse for 6,800 bucks. Unbelievable. That's what I'm talking about right there. Groove. We hit a groove with Groovy. Opal, how you doing? Opal has been rode. Okay, Millie. We gotta take Millie for a stroll. Okay, we're gonna go look at the neighbor's place. That's what we're gonna go look and see if we can find any more of those. But there might even be one at this neighbor's place too. We'll go check the trailer first. Whoa, let's back up, back up. We'll go check up at the neighbor's place and see if we can. There's got to be one there. There's got to be. There's. It seems like there's one at kind of like every like POI like point of interest. Like there's always one at those. So like if we were to look on the map, there's got to be one here. I would guess there's maybe one here. There's probably one or two up in here, right? Uh, there's got to be one down here. Like all these buildings and stuff is where I would like to go to and just check it out and see. Just see. It's gotta be. Gotta be, gotta be. There has to be one in the corn maze. I know I said we'd go to the corn maze this episode. Maybe next year, next fall. Gotta try and remember to go in October. Go up to the corn maze. Okay, let's slow down here. There's gotta be. What about on this back deck? I see one. Yep. Yep. I seen it. Right there. Can I get off the horse here? Or is it gonna go back to the stay? How come it won't let me? Alright, let's go. 102 more to go. Not too bad. There's probably one. Would there be one on the front? No. Nothing on the front. Okay. Okay, not too bad. We did. I'll check over there next time. I'll check that other one. Because we got to do these laps, but like I have to ride the horses every day, so I'll check over there next time. But like that's what I'm saying. Like, is there like is there like one under this bridge? Right? Like, is there one just chilling right here somewhere? There's 102 more? Is there that many buildings in? Yeah, there might be. There's like a bunch of stuff up north. Yeah, we'll have to just do some riding and go figure, we'll find them. We'll find. I bet you we'll find 50 more. I bet you we could find a good half of them. Yeah. I bet if we keep go cruising around and we go looking, I bet you we could find about half of them. Yep. All right, where's Millie? I gotta get out of the crouch mode. Okay, how's Millie's value looking? So Millie's fitness is all right. Cleanliness. So we gotta get her fitness up a little bit more. Her value isn't as good. Groovy was just unreal. Penelope. Rest of them should be pretty much good to go. All right. Okay. So I think what we'll do is I'm going to keep kind of plugging through the months and stuff here. Get through depending if there's more contracts and stuff, I might just go and get them done. But we got to get back in the springtime and we got to plant all of these oat fields. That's going to be kind of our major task. We don't got to cut and bale any hay right now, which is great. But we definitely got to get these oat fields planted. If something good comes through the store, maybe we'll get that. I'll kind of keep checking the goats and stuff to see if anything comes in through like good sales. But yeah, that'll be the thing. So I'll kind of just keep bringing you back, and we got to get to planting. That's the next major task. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to bring you back in January before we get into the springtime and get our planting going. But this is our newest member of the barn. This is Mufasa. Mufasa was just born. This was Penelope's little one. So I've learned that baby horses are called foals, and if it's a male, it's a colt, and if it's a female, it's a filly. And so this is a stallion. So this is a male. So this is our newest little colt, sleeping it through. Although he looks pretty full grown. Um, yeah, this is the newest one, Mufasa, and is starting. Oh, up we go. There we go. Rise and shine. So now we've learned that this is Salt's offspring. So Salt and Penelope must have been doing the dirty somewhere behind this tree. Um, I didn't know if it'd be Salt or Pepper, but yeah, it was Salt. Look at it go. Okay, so I think Opal's reproduction is at 99%. So Opal will have a little foal next month in February, which we're gonna come through and that's when we're gonna start cultivating our all of our cover crop into the ground. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna kind of sleep through into into February, and then that way we can be doing some of that cultivating, and we'll go take the new horses out, take them for a spin. Hey, buddy, Mufasa. It's a good name. You gotta live up to that name. Yeah, good work. Other than that, everything's just kind of business as usual around here. We had seven. I seen a little thing came up. There was seven lambs born. So we've got quite the crew over here. Yeah, the crew is getting wild over here. Let's check and see. Yeah, we're at 55. We're at 55. Their health's they're doing good. We're doing really good over here. And let's just check in on the milk. Not that there should be too crazy amounts of milk production happening, but yeah, we're getting close to that 3,000 liter mark. Again, nothing too crazy, but yeah. Yeah, I'll bring you guys back in February. We'll start riding some of the horses and go get their health up, and then that way we can start cultivating some of this cover crop in. All right, team, we are back. We are in February. I'm just gonna pull over here and get hooked on to our cultivators. So Opal had her little foal as well, which was Applejack. That's the name. I actually didn't look to see if it's a female or if it's a stallion, or if it's a colt or a filly. Real horse guy now, so I know these things kind of, sort of. I don't know. Let's get a worker set on this field to get this one cleared off, and let's just run over. The goats as well, they keep reproducing. We've got 59 goats in here now, which is awesome. Really awesome, in fact. This one's going in slow-mo. Nice. Trying to trick us. But yes, we've got six horses now. As you can see, okay, so there's Groovy, there's Millie, there's Opal, so this must be Applejack. Yeah, so it's a stallion. Okay, a bunch of studs around here. Now I've ridden a few of them, but we still got to take a few out to ride. I just want to wait. This field's a pretty small field that we're going to be doing right here. So I think get this one done, and then I'll kind of go over and get maybe workers set on the bigger field over there, and we'll jump on a horse, go for a stroll, because we got to try and find some more collectibles. That's like, now I just want to go to all the different POIs and try and find some more collectibles. Contracts. Let's go check out contracts. Okay, yeah. So there's a cultivating one. This one's close, but it's 1,400 bucks. But there's a plowing one. This one's like sort of close. The farm would be right down here ish. So this is sort of close. We could do. I was thinking about going to do this plowing contract maybe towards the end, once it's all said and done, and then I might do a quick flyby up at this POI and see if we can find any golden apples. I'm like set on finding all of these now. Set on finding all of them. I'm not gonna lie, I took the horses for a ride in a couple different directions, and I seen a few, but I was waiting to go grab them until you guys were with me. I don't want to be grabbing any off camera. We got to get them all together. If we do get them all together as well, because I didn't want to get any off camera off recording, we would know where every location is. If because I'll film all of them. I haven't found any off camera, which would be fun. So that's kind of the plan with everything. We get these cover crops pushed into the ground. Next month we're planting oats, but it'll just kind of be a little bit of running around here. Now, if this is where I kind of want to just take over from the workers, even though I'm gonna miss a bunch here because I don't do it quite as perfect as they do. Well, not too bad, not too bad. But we'll get these cover crops done. I don't know. I'm thinking it's going to be the last time that I plant something in this area. I really want to take this little field over and kind of make it into something different. We're getting too many goats in that one barn, it feels like. So I don't know if I want to do an extension of that barn or more horses. The only thing that holds me back from more horses is I like don't know when I'll find the time to ride all of them. I definitely need to like hire someone to help ride the horses. That's the only thing that takes quite a bit of time. And to be honest, it's not even so much that it takes too much time because it's actually pretty quick to go rip them around. What's the only bad part of it is the game jams out and it'll glitch out and it won't let me get on a horse sometimes. It just like doesn't register. I don't know what it is. I can't seem to figure out why it does that. I don't know. Don't know. Also, the game will just like crash every now and then, which obviously is no fun, but that's not honestly the worst part of it. It's just when I can't, like, I'm trying to get all the horses rode and then I have to like stop, back out of the game, log back in, and then like one of the horses will be able to go. So like we can get on Opal right now. Opal, we've rode. Fossa Road, Applejack. Let's go take Penelope for a spin. Okay, so one of these collectibles that I found, one that I know of for sure, is at this little point, and I kind of want to ride back over because I think there might be another one by our farm because we have something similar to this by our farm. But right here in the center of this thing. $101 more to go. Now, there's probably some over on that side of everything, but I want to run back over to the farm. Actually, let's just take another lap. We'll take a long lap. I want to go to this far POI, past the trailers over here, and see if there's one. There's got to be one. I haven't looked over here. I knew that one behind us that we grabbed was there because I seen it when I was going. I just decided to take a different route. I'm like, you know what? This looks like a good spot for a golden apple. And boy, howdy, were we correct. But if I was a betting man, there would be one probably over here somewhere. I have to jump this. Nice. Okay, let's go around here. See, like right on that step. That would be a perfect spot for one. Keep your eyes peeled, everybody. Keep your eyes peeled. Maybe by these garbage cans up here. I'm kind of looking on the other side of this wall. Nothing. Okay. Well. Shows what we know, that's for sure. Alright, let's cruise through here. Cruise on through to the other. Whoa! 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 Look what we have here. Look what we have here. Unbelievable. Okay. Good work, Penelope. 2-on-1 ride. That's a pretty good one. Now, this is where we might be able to get 3 because there is a spot right by our farm. It kind of is like, I don't even know what that is. It's like a fire pit area or something where we found the first one. There is one like that kind of by our farm. It's like on the other side of the greenhouse. Let's ride through here. Is it bad for horses to ride on pavement like that? Like, is it bad for their hooves? I imagine it would be. Just hard ground. Oh, there's Danny. Look at him go. Let's jump over Danny. Yeet. Yeah, see, we got like a little fire pit area here. Is there one in there? Nothing. Nothing. We were duped. Okay, well, good try. Good try. There's got to be ones like over at that gas station or something. Oh, what? This curb? Okay. All right, let's head back to the barn with Penelope here. Looks like this cover crop's almost done, so we'll have to swap over and get our worker onto another field. Oh yeah, we can't jump in there. The bale thing kind of jams us out. Can I, oh. Penelope doesn't got too good of a turning radius. There we go. Okay, so yeah, we'll take Millie. We'll take Millie. Actually, no, we're gonna have to go back. Well, we'll just get Millie. We already got Millie out. I don't wanna mess with anything because, like I said, sometimes it jams out. It'll probably happen while we're doing this, where we just try to go get on a horse and it just like it won't let us. Like even when I push the button on the keyboard, it won't let me like engage or jump on the horse. Now, I think we will go do that cultivating contract. Or sorry, the plowing contract, that one for 8 grand. I'll go up there. I'll look for some more collectibles to see if we can get any. But I want to buy this other field. The field, I think is it field 3? Yeah, because we bought field 2. I think it's field 3. Yeah, 3. I would like to buy field 3 for the springtime as well so that we can plant oats in it. And we're probably going to have to do some field prep to it. They finally got the sunflowers off of it, which is nice. So we'll have to do some sort of field prep. We'll have to do our lime. We'll have to deal with the nitrogen, which is all just standard stuff. And then we can plant our oats in it as well. So we should have a pretty good harvest of oats in the fall, which will be nice. Or just late summer. We could do our cover crops again. I was trying to, once we get back, I want to look at the crop menu and see if we could also do some other type of crops. Like the horses will also eat sorghum, I believe. But I don't know when the growing cycle of all of this. Like we harvest in July. There's nothing really. I wish there was something that we could plant like in the fall and harvest in the spring and then plant the oats again. You know what I mean? And then we could have a good cycle of getting like 2 harvests a year out of the fields, but there's nothing really that you can do that with, I think. See, like right here. I can't do anything. I'm pushing E, it doesn't pull up anything for this horse. So I don't even know whose horse, like which one this is. Okay, here's Opal, which isn't really Opal. I don't know. Can't even brush this horse now. It's weird. Okay, I reset quick. Hopefully I'll be able to kind of deal with these animals now. Okay, there's Applejack. Applejack has been ridden. Opal's good to go. What do we got going on here? For Millie's good to go. Mufasa, we rode Mufasa. So what's going on with Penelope? Penelope's good. Okay, Groovy. We didn't get to ride Groovy just yet. We're gonna back up here. Back up. Yeah, beep, beep. So I almost need a little bit bigger of a horse pasture just so we can kind of get scooped around. Okay, let's go for a little trot this way. We still got to find all these collectibles. I'm just like hooked on finding these collectibles now. Okay. We'll check the neighbors. We checked over here, right? I think this house, we definitely came through and we checked. And then I came around the back side of this building and we didn't check anymore this way, right? Let's go check this house up here. We got to kind of take some adventures every now and then and go a little bit further than we need to go. We'll go check this house up here while that field is being cultivated. So we only got one more field to get all the cover crop cultivated into. But I don't even know if we're going to get to planting this episode by the time we get done doing all our chores and riding the horses. Okay, we're going to cross the highway here. We'll jump this fence. Okay, let's slow down here. Keep your eyes peeled, Groovy. Keep your eyes peeled. I feel like it's going to be... Maybe not. Maybe there's not one out here. Like I said, unless they're hidden in some really, peculiar places. By the mailbox, maybe? Dang. Okay. Well, we tried. Now we know. We can probably cross this place off the list. Let's just go kind of check. Do one more lap out this way. I'll look by the fence, make sure there's not one, like, somewhere odd. No. Nope, it's not looking like there's one out here. Okay, let's head back to the farm. Not too bad, though. Whoa. Good thing we didn't get hit by that car. Good lord. I don't think we'll ever get to owning any of these fields out here. Not in this series, at least. If anything, I'm just going to keep moving further south. Okay, our tractor finished our field. So once we get back and we drop Groovy off, we'll go jump in the tractor and we'll go get out on our very last field to do. And then what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to buy field number 3. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ladies and gentlemen, we found another one. Okay, 99 to go. Not too bad. Not too bad. That's awesome. That is absolutely awesome that we got those. Okay, let's go drop Groovy off. We'll give Grooves a little brush here, and then we will jump in that tractor and go get that field done. Oh. Jeez, Groove. Might have to do this the old school way, hey, Groove? Having troubles here. Mufasa, get out of the way. Okay, I put Groovy back. Thanks, Mufasa. Thanks for that. Where's Groovy? Groove. Okay. Look at Groovy's value. Groovy's value is going to be like 25 grand. Unbelievable. 23, 24, 24 and a half. 24,456 bucks. Paid 6,800 for that horse. That's unreal. Absolutely unreal. Okay, let's jump in this tractor. And we'll head over to our final field that needs to be cultivated. You know, I didn't check and see exactly how much cash we made for the cover crop this year. I mean, it probably wasn't that much, but I should go check anyways. Okay, let's get a worker going on this field. Let's go check. Where's our finances? Where is it? It's right there. That's from finding. That's our loan payments to mom and dad. It should be under miscellaneous, is it not? Oh, it would be 117 bucks, Sim. Because we found three apples, and then it was 117 bucks. Nice. Not too bad. Okay. What is on this field? There's nothing on this field. So let's go into our map. Now let's go down and let's buy field number 3. I was going to say, did I buy it? And what we want to do is we want to go over to precision farming. Oh, look at this. We got 100% on this field. Nice. 91. We got this one up to 84. This one was low forever. Nice. Nice. I think it's that cover crop that's helping stuff out. I think. I mean, I don't really know. Okay, we need to purchase the soil information. Okay, 57. Did I purchase soil information for this one? Yeah, we did. Yeah, it was 787. I remember paying for it exactly. Okay. And so we're going to have to do some work on this field over there. But what we could do is get hooked on to this tractor. And I already know that we're going to have to deal with the pH, right? And we're going to have to deal with the nitrogen. So what I think we ought to do is let's throw front weight on this unit. And let's go get hooked onto our lime spreader, and we'll go start trying to balance the pH of that field right now, because we're going to have to do it. It just is what it is. We'll have to cultivate it and do everything as well, but we can kind of do all this at once. I'm so happy that we have 2 of these now. I cannot explain to you how great that is. Okay, let's back up. Let's get this one filled up, and let's go ahead and deal with... We'll start dealing with the pH on that field. Nice. Alright, let's set a worker to get this dealt with. And what we could do... Did I forget to accept any contracts? No. And we still have a plowing contract that we could go do on 25, which I might do. I might just kind of do this one off camera to get it done. These aren't too far apart. I don't know if I feel like going all the way down to do this one, but you know what? I am going to do this one. I'm going to accept this contract. I'll get it done for us kind of off camera, and then that way we can have that extra kind of cash when we get into next episode. So our next kind of goal is going to be getting field number 4 here. That's going to be our next goal. So we got to come up with an extra 64,000 bucks, which is going to come from selling Groovy and probably Mufasa at the end of next year. Like, Mufasa's already worth like 4 or 5 grand, and that horse was just born. So that horse's value is going to be really, really good in the next year or so. Probably 2 years actually for Mufasa to get up to that 20 grand marker. But we should be able to get Groovy around the 30K mark, and then even Penelope or maybe Opal. Yeah, Penelope or Opal we could still sell as well. Yeah, and we could definitely kind of afford this field, I think, is kind of going to be the next goal. Yeah. And then, you know, once we can keep grinding some more, this field is 114, so you know it's a little bit more, and then 91. And if we can get all of these fields, we'll turn this into more of a laydown area. There won't be any farm fields around like the main farm itself. Even potentially some of these fields could turn into like maybe horse barns, different types of things. I'm not too sure. And if that's the case, then we'll start to kind of venture out into this direction. And that's kind of it. I mean, maybe in this direction, but I don't really have any immediate plans to be in this direction just yet. For right now, it's going to be the south side, and then potentially to the west will be what I'm focusing on. So yes, I'm going to kind of keep going with field prep here. We'll get these new fields good to go. We will have to plant our oats on the next episode. We're going to end this episode here, and we will start planting our oats next episode. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for joining me in this gameplay series. I hope you guys are enjoying it. I'm having a lot of fun on this one, just kind of a little bit different style than we're used to. It's fun doing horses, and once we kind of get the horses streamlined a little bit more, then we'll be able to dive onto the kind of the goat side of things and hopefully get their milk production kind of ramped up a little bit. So once again, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a good afternoon, morning, evening, whenever it is that you're watching this. If you're liking these gameplay series, you like the tutorials and stuff, consider hitting that like, hitting that subscribe button, joining the community. You could also join the community via Discord, which the link for the Discord is in the description. And I think that's it. I think that's all I got. Thanks again. I'll see you guys on episode 8, and have a good one.